taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you along. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his own 20. This guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw dunks. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there.
Pressure coming. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. So Minnesota's offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games.
Offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Off the play fake. Under fire. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Give to the running back. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking for a push on 4th down. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. You think these guys are getting in trouble getting to fourth down, but they're already 2 for 2 in the first quarter. Here comes the third try. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the...
Touchdown, Minnesota! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Catch in the middle. It's Thurman. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's got the tight end. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's third and goal. Barrels ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
How about about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Spins away from the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Minnesota has been perfect in bowl games under P.J. Fleck. Now the challenge, row that boat into deeper postseason waters.
But this is a guy who's very tenured. In an era of college football where there's so much turmoil and turnover at the head coaching spot, Minnesota has found their guy in consistency. I think he's a guy who motivates this team extremely well, Dave, and because of that each and every year, this has got to be a program you keep your eye on.
Always, and they're always a team that's knocking on the door of beating some of these better teams that are playing for national titles or playing to get in the college football playoff. Just consistency, defense, toughness, always have a running game, don't beat themselves. That's what you expect from Minnesota football teams.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now fourth down is going to be a tough one. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon.
Shifting play, playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance off. He made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught in the backfield, it's Tracy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? You're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
He's got him. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down.
Know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The play action fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. It's Tracy. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They're sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Sayin. Grab behind the line, it's Donaldson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it first and 10 in the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here.
Touchdown!
This is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw if guys are open vertically down the field.
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Off play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the 1st down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. This one's complete. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Taylor. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Minnesota!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Turning it on! He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
From the red zone, looking for a man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to surge it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give to the right. Slithers into space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Touch pass on the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Christian. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. This is a designed run. Breaks into the open. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Drop kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Tate. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Donaldson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Tracy. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Finds his tight end.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Quick release by the QB. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice game. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.